According to the 2005 National Electrical Code Section 450.13b, dry-type transformers rated 600 volts or less are permitted to be installed in hollow spaces provided they have adequate ventilation and are designed not to overheat under the intended conditions of use. This means a 50 kVA dry-type transformer can indeed be installed above a grid ceiling, assuming the space is not classified as a plenum and proper ventilation is ensured. To elaborate on this, it is essential to understand the key requirements outlined in 450.13b and related sections. Firstly, the transformer must be a dry-type transformer. Dry-type transformers are designed with windings that are air-cooled, eliminating the need for oil or other liquid coolants. This design inherently reduces the risk of leakage and fire hazards, making them suitable for installation in enclosed spaces. Secondly, the voltage rating of the transformer must be 600 volts or less. This is a crucial safety requirement as higher voltage systems pose a greater risk of electrical shock and arcing. The 50 kVA transformer in question typically operates at voltage levels within this limit, such as 480 volts, 208 volts, or 120 volts, depending on the specific application and wiring configuration. Thirdly, the installation location must be a hollow space with adequate ventilation. A hollow space refers to an enclosed area above the grid ceiling that is not used for air distribution. This space must allow for sufficient airflow to dissipate the heat generated by the transformer during operation. Adequate ventilation is critical to prevent the transformer from overheating, which can lead to reduced efficiency, insulation breakdown, and potentially fire hazards. Fourthly, the transformer must be of a type that will not overheat under the conditions of use. This requirement emphasizes the importance of selecting a transformer that is appropriately sized and rated for the intended load. Overloading a transformer can cause it to overheat, even if the ventilation is adequate. It is essential to calculate the expected load and choose a transformer with sufficient capacity to handle it without exceeding its rated temperature limits. Fifthly, the space above the grid ceiling must not be a plenum. A plenum is defined as a compartment or chamber to which one or more air ducts are connected and that forms part of the air distribution system. Plenums are commonly used in buildings to circulate heated or cooled air. Installing a transformer in a plenum space is generally prohibited because it can introduce contaminants into the airstream and pose a fire hazard if the transformer malfunctions. To ensure compliance with these requirements, several practical considerations must be taken into account during the installation process. Firstly, verify that the space above the grid ceiling is not a plenum. This can be confirmed by inspecting the area for air ducts and other components of the air distribution system. If the space is used for air handling, it cannot be used for transformer installation. Secondly, assess the ventilation of the space. Ensure that there are openings or vents that allow for sufficient airflow. The ventilation should be designed to prevent the temperature around the transformer from exceeding its rated operating limits. Consult the transformer manufacturer's specifications for recommended ventilation requirements. Thirdly, securely mount the transformer to a suitable support structure. The transformer should be installed in a manner that prevents it from moving or vibrating, which can damage the transformer and create a safety hazard. The support structure should be strong enough to support the weight of the transformer and any associated equipment. Fourthly, provide adequate clearance around the transformer for maintenance and inspection. Electrical codes typically require a minimum amount of clear space around electrical equipment to allow for safe access and maintenance. Consult the applicable codes for specific clearance requirements. Fifthly, install appropriate overcurrent protection devices. The transformer should be protected by circuit breakers or fuses that are sized to protect the transformer from overloads and short circuits. The overcurrent protection devices should be selected based on the transformer's nameplate ratings and the requirements of the electrical code. Sixthly, use appropriate wiring methods and materials. The wiring used to connect the transformer to the electrical system must be sized and installed in accordance with the electrical code. The wiring should be suitable for the voltage and current levels involved and should be protected from physical damage. Seventhly, ground the transformer properly. Grounding is essential for safety and helps to prevent electrical shock hazards. The transformer should be grounded in accordance with the electrical code, using appropriate grounding conductors and techniques. Eighthly, label the transformer and associated equipment. Labeling helps to identify the transformer and provides important information about its voltage, current, and kVA ratings. The labeling should be clear and easy to read and should comply with the requirements of the electrical code. Ninthly, inspect and test the installation. After the transformer is installed, it should be inspected and tested to ensure that it is operating properly and that all safety requirements are met. The inspection should include a visual examination of the transformer and associated equipment, as well as electrical tests to verify proper voltage, current, and grounding. Tenthly, maintain records of the installation and maintenance. Accurate records of the transformer installation, maintenance, and testing should be kept for future reference. These records can be helpful for troubleshooting problems, planning maintenance activities, and demonstrating compliance with regulatory requirements. In summary, installing a 50 kVA dry-type transformer above a grid ceiling is permissible under the 2005 National Electrical Code Section 450.13b, provided that the transformer is properly selected, installed, and maintained. Compliance with the code requires careful attention to ventilation, clearance, overcurrent protection, wiring, grounding, and labeling. By following these guidelines, you can ensure safe and reliable installation that meets all applicable regulatory requirements. Furthermore, it's important to consider some additional aspects related to the specific application and environment where the transformer will be installed. Firstly, consider the ambient temperature. The ambient temperature of the space where the transformer is installed can affect its performance and lifespan. High ambient temperatures can cause the transformer to overheat, even if the ventilation is adequate. If the ambient temperature is expected to be high, it may be necessary to derate the transformer or provide additional cooling. Secondly, consider the presence of dust and other contaminants. Dust and other contaminants can accumulate on the transformer windings and impede ventilation, leading to overheating. If the space is dusty or dirty, it may be necessary to clean the transformer periodically or provide additional filtration. Thirdly, consider the noise level. Transformers can generate noise during operation. If the transformer is installed in a noise-sensitive area, it may be necessary to take measures to reduce the noise level, such as installing sound-absorbing materials or using a noise-reducing enclosure. Fourthly, consider the accessibility for maintenance. The transformer should be installed in a location that is easily accessible for maintenance and inspection. This will make it easier to perform routine maintenance tasks and troubleshoot problems. Fifthly, consider the future expansion. If there is a possibility that the electrical load will increase in the future, it may be wise to install a transformer with a larger capacity than is currently needed. This will avoid the need to replace the transformer later if the load increases. Sixthly, consider the energy efficiency. Energy-efficient transformers can save money on electricity bills and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. When selecting a transformer, consider its energy efficiency rating and choose a model that meets your needs. Seventhly, consider the life cycle cost. The life cycle cost of a transformer includes the initial purchase price, installation costs, operating costs, and maintenance costs. When selecting a transformer, consider the life cycle cost and choose a model that offers the best value over its entire lifespan. Eighthly, consider the environmental impact. Transformers can have a significant environmental impact, particularly if they contain oil or other hazardous materials. When selecting a transformer, consider its environmental impact and choose a model that is environmentally friendly. Ninthly, consider the regulatory requirements. Transformers are subject to a variety of regulatory requirements, including safety standards, energy efficiency standards, and environmental regulations. When selecting a transformer, ensure that it meets all applicable regulatory requirements. Tenthly, consider the manufacturer's reputation. Choose a transformer from a reputable manufacturer with a proven track record of quality and reliability. This will increase the likelihood that the transformer will perform well and last for many years. By considering these additional aspects, you can ensure that the transformer installation is not only safe and compliant but also optimized for performance, efficiency, and longevity. Remember that the specific requirements and considerations may vary depending on the location, application, and local regulations. Always consult with a qualified electrical engineer or contractor to ensure that the transformer installation meets all applicable requirements.